Hello everybody, welcome again to our YouTube channel, Art Director Eric Waru. Now, yesterday the President of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, did an appointment of Noordin Haji to be the next Director General of National Intelligence Services. Well, no, most Kenyans are asking themselves, why is William Samoei Ruto appointing Noordin Haji to be the next Director General of National Intelligence Services? You know, in this government, more especially at the security sector, at the key sectors, at the security, if you look very well at this year, we have got somebody called Mohammed Hamal, we have got the Deputy IG, of course, comes from Somalia community. People are asking themselves, why is this so? Because immediately William Samoei Ruto was elected in dealt with George Kinoti. And of course, many people are asking themselves, why did he really made Noordin Haji to be the Director General of National Intelligence Services? Of course, 90% of Kenyans, they believe Ruto never won the elections, but he won the presidency. But how did this happen? Of course, we saw, even if he appointed Mohammed Hamoud to be the Director of Criminal Investigation, it was kind of a reward due to his assistance. No, he's the one who assisted him while getting to Bomas. But before we go to these reasons, I really recommend that if you're watching this YouTube channel for the first time, you take a second or two to touch that subscribe button. Well, you know, William Samoei Ruto is not just clever, but very brave too. He's strategically planning on how to win the 2027 presidential election. And as you can see, there will be a great mistrust from the Kikuyus who pushed him in to win the presidency of 2022. But that won't happen. His Astra narrative won't serve at the moment. The funding procedures, the way he does all these things, the development, especially in key sectors, does not guarantee that he will be elected if election was to be conducted today in this republic. So that's why Mr. President is trying to keep the Somali community. Yeah, now the main reason is trying to gain some love from the Somali community. You want to stick with them. You know, at the border, Kenya-Somalia border, we've got one community living at this side of Somalia and the other one living there. But around the way, you cannot just pass. Yeah, to ID the issue of proof of nationality and surgery. But how is he making it voting block? Because according to the last census which was held in this country, Somalians were like 2.9 million. Yeah, which is really, nowadays you see Somalian people doing businesses, their business is really very good. Nowadays you cannot board airplane to whichever country and then miss out that the one or two, they belong to Somalian people. They are doing well in business. So he's trying to gain their trust. He's trying to make them very close so that during 2027 general elections, they won't evade him. He will stick with them and they vote as a block for his good. But again, like I told you, it's about the loyalty of the Somali people, yeah, and then making it as the voting bloc, a mistrust of Kikuyus, because that one is really keen with it, and even his own community, which is really gaining a lot of mistrust, and even today. So that's why Mr. President is very keen with the Somali people. He's granting them at the top position, more especially at the security sector. Remember, when you are the president of whichever country, and more especially in Kenya, the major two top seats, which you must be very careful with, besides that of the deputy president, is that of the Directorate of Criminal Investigation and that of National Intelligence Services. Because National Intelligence Services, that's one which collects the information. That one which is very keen on knowing what's happening day in, day out in the country. So the president, like in the country, every day is briefed on how matters of security is concerned in the country. So, and I tend to think as well it's because his trust, and because the Somali people are like at communities, so to say, and it is true somehow, because they tend to be so royal, depending on how they have served from the previous administrations. So just like Moi in 1992, you know, Moi was not really prepared for 1992 general election. So what did he do? Just like Moi, William Ruto is trying to gain their trust, because that's what exactly Moi did in 1992. He went, he made the Somali people to be a voting bloc, and they really made him to succeed as such. Yeah, that's my mind as always. I will be proud reading your comments below to know what you also think about it. Otherwise, thank you for your time. Until next time.